Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel TOLCNR. Suprabhat, good morning friends. In this video, we will see law related to taxation. Total 4 questions asked under this examination. First question is which of the following would be the first previous year in case of a business or profession newly set up on 31st March 2020 as per the Income Tax Act 1961. First option is start from 1st April 2019 and will end on 31st March 2020. B option is starts from 31st March 2020 and will end on 31st March 2020. C option is start from 1st April 2020 and will end on 31st December 2020. D option is start from 1st January 2020 and will end on 31st March 2020. Option B is correct. Start from 31st March 2020 and will end on 31st March 2020 would be the first previous year in case of a business or profession newly set up on 31st March 2020 as per the Income Tax Act 1961, right? Next question is as per the Income Tax Act 1961, a person is said to be resident of India in any previous year if he had been in India for a period of the following number of days in the previous year. First option is 180 days, B option is 182 days, C option is 184 days and D option is 186 days. Option B is correct, 182 days. As per the Income Tax Act 1961, a person is said to be resident of India in any previous year if he had been in India for a period 182 days in the previous year, right? Next question is income is defined under which of the following provision of the Income Tax Act 1961? Section 2 clause 31, option B section 2 clause 24, option C section 2 clause 9, option D section 3. Option B is correct, section 2 clause 24. Income is defined under section 2 clause 24 of the Income Tax Act 1961, right? Next question is the primary GST slab for any regular taxpayers are presently pegged at. First option 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 26%. B option is 0%, 6%, 12%, 18%, 28%. C option is 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. D option is 0%, 5%, 12%, 16%, 28%. C option is correct, 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%. The primary GST slab for any regular taxpayers are presently pegged at 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, right? Next question is under which section of Income Tax Act 1961 income of other persons included in assessee total income? Option A 56 to 58, option B 60 to 65, option C 45 to 54 and option D all of the above. B option is correct, 60 to 65. Under Section 60 to 65 of Income Tax Act 1961, income of other person included in assessee total income, right? Next question is Income Tax Act was enacted in the year 1951. B option is 1961, option C 1971 and option D none of the above. Option B is correct, 1961. Income Tax Act was enacted in 1961, right? Next question is GST came into force from. First option 1st January 2017, B option 1st April 2017, C option 1st July 2017, D option 1st August 2017. C option is correct. 1st July 2017. GST came into force from 1st July 2017. Next question is, for the first time in India, income tax law was introduced by James Wilson in the year. First option 1886, second option 1858, third option 1860, fourth option none of the above. C option is correct, 1860. Next question, compensation received for loss of trading asset is a option A capital receipt, option B revenue receipt, and option C casual receipt, and option D none of these. Option A is correct, capital receipt. Next question is, Income Tax Act came into force on. First option 1st April 1961, second option 1st April 1962, third option 1st April 1956, fourth option 1st April 1965. B option is correct, 1st April 1962, right? Income Tax Act came into force on 1st April 1962. Next question is, in which case did Supreme Court rule on the issue of taxability of interest on non-performing assets NPAs for bank? First option CIT versus Woodward Governor India Private Limited, and option B CIT versus P Mohan Kala, and option C CIT versus BC Srinivas Shetty, and option D CIT versus Canara Bank. Option D is correct, CIT versus Canara Bank, right? Next question is, in the recent Supreme Court ruling on tax credit for the telecom sector, what was the primary issue addressed? First option, taxation of digital services. Option B, tax credits for telecom infrastructure duties. Option C, taxation of foreign investment. And option D, tax exemption from startups. Option B is correct, tax credit for telecom infrastructure duties. In the recent Supreme Court ruling on tax credit for the telecom sector, the primary issue addressed was tax credit for telecom infrastructure duties, right? Next question is, what is the primary purpose of taxation? Option A is to provide subsidies. Option B, to raise revenue for government expenditure. Option third, to control inflation. Option fourth, to promote foreign trade. Option B is correct. To raise revenue for government expenditure is the primary purpose of taxation, right? Next question is, which of the following is considered a direct tax? Option A, sales tax. Option B, income tax. Option C, value added tax. Option D, excise duty. Option B is correct, income tax is considered a direct tax, right? Next question is, what does tax evasion refers to? First option, legal tax reduction. Option B, illegal non-payment or underpayment of taxes. Option C, paying taxes on time. Option D, claiming tax credits. Option B is correct, illegal non-payment or underpayment of taxes. Tax evasion refers to illegal non-payment or underpayment of taxes, right? Next question is, what is a progressive tax? First option, a flat tax rate for all income levels. Option B is a tax that increases as income increases. Option C, a tax on consumption. Option D, a tax on wealth. Option B is correct, a tax that increases as income increases. Progressive tax is a tax that increases as income increases, right? Next question is, which of the following is an example of an indirect tax? Option A is corporate tax. Option B, goods and services tax, GST. Option C, property tax, and option D, personal income tax. Option B is correct. Goods and service tax. GST is an example of an indirect tax, right? Next question is, which of the following is not a characteristics of a good tax system? First option is equity, second option certainty, and third option complexity, and option D convenience. Option C is correct. Complexity is not a characteristics of a good tax system, but equity, certainty, and convenience is are a good tax system, right? That's all for today. Thank you so much.